debunking.
45 to 5. And the foot, 307. Go! Come on!
Representing for the bodybuilder.
I want to see too. Get it!
While holding the non-performing arm stationary, curl the performing arm as you rotate the palm of the hands until they are facing forward.
Hello, you beautiful people. I wanted to hop on here really quick and just share something that's been on my mind for a little bit. Most people in this world have no idea how good their body is designed to feel. I have witnessed multiple deaths while working in an emergency room. I've literally watched a heart stop and a soul move on. These people never get to experience how great their bodies can feel because of the choices that they've made along their life journey.
You love it for a reason. Boom! Focusing the contraction on your front deltoid until upper arm is at eye level. Lower and repeat with opposite arm, alternating non-stop.
CB says unacceptable. I know, I agree, but we're back. That's all that matters. Keeping it up. All right, so we got one more round of this one, right? Kickbacks, superset with body weight dips before we start moving into some biceps.
Back in business. Yes, we are.
Yes, back in business. Feeling that fucking burn. All right, guys, let's do it. Finish off this superset, this last round. All right, ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Three workout myths and their truth. Myth number one, lifting weights will make women bulky. The truth, women have much lower testosterone levels than men do, which makes it much harder for them to bulk up. So unless you take in the roids, ladies, you ain't gonna get as big as the boys. Myth number two, doing lots of crunches will give you a six-pack. The truth, Spot reduction is a myth. You can't target fat loss in specific areas of your body. Building visible abs requires a combination of strength training and lowering your body fat percentage and eating right nutrition. Abs are made in the kitchen. Myth number 3, sweat is a good indicator of how hard you're working out. The truth? Sweat is just your body's way of cooling itself down. Some people sweat more than others regardless of how hard they're working out.
Come on, Nikkiey.
45 to 5. On the foot, 307. Go! Come on!
Representing for the bodybuilder.
I want to see too. Get it! The top half.
Building muscle takes a long time. It's not this overnight process and this pop your body into a microwave and out 30 seconds later comes a toned body. No, guys, the second that you guys accept the fact that building muscle takes time and that your journey could be a journey of 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, once you accept that, your journey is going to become so much more enjoyable, so much more fun, and you're not constantly relying on this expectation of I need to see results in this X amount of time, or I need to see results in 3 months. Get rid of the timelines that you guys have and get rid of the instant idea that muscle's gonna grow super fast, because it's not, and get obsessed with the long-term game of what actually is required of you to build muscle. When I first started my fitness journey, I weighed 140 pounds. And now I weigh around exactly the same, yet I look completely different. And that difference is having more dense, lean muscle than fat.
When performing the single arm dumbbell preacher curls exercise, place one arm on a platform like this in your gym. Place the back of your upper arm against the padding, fully extending your arm with a dumbbell in it. Squeeze your biceps and curl the dumbbell towards your shoulder. Slowly lower the dumbbell back to starting position and repeat the same motion on the opposite arm.
Let me just throw in a story here with one of my babes who's 58 years old that I coach inside of our Worry Babe VIP program. She put herself into a build for over 9 months. She gained upwards of 30 pounds in this phase. Not only is she put on 30 pounds of weight, she's also putting on muscle. And at the same time, she's getting her metabolism to understand what eating 3,000 calories is like. And yes, she was eating 3,000 calories. She then went into a cut, but she still kept that lean muscle mass that she had put on. She preserved that muscle while decreasing the body fat around it. And mind you, 58 years old, post-menopause, if you have the right programming, you can experience these types of progress in the right way.
What's up, you guys? Happy freaking New Year. It's 2022, baby. Let's go. For some of you guys that don't know, 22 is my lucky number, my favorite number.
My results didn't come overnight. My results didn't come in 6 months. My results didn't come in a year. My results came at 5 years of constantly working at changing my body composition, going through multiple different phases of cutting to maintenance to building and back on through. And in 5 years, I can say that's the year that I finally was super happy and proud of where my body was at. I'm now in year 7. I'm still actively working on it. It's a never ending process. It's a lifestyle. So get rid of the timelines that you guys have and get rid of the instant idea that muscle's gonna grow super fast, because it's not, and get obsessed with the long-term game of what actually is required of you to build muscle.
That we do every single year. We write down what we want to do. We have all these ideas of what we want to do, but the most important thing that you have to do is you have to execute.
If you're fasting for a long period of time, you're fasting too often, you could be tapping into that muscle mass to call on for extra added energy that your body needs. Honestly, in a situation where you're trying to build muscle, fasting is totally counterproductive to the types of results you want to have with building muscle. Building muscle is an active tissue. Therefore, it is always revving and always on, and it needs constant energy. That energy comes from food. So in a fasting state, you're kind of, going deep with it, but if you're fasting for a long period of time, you're fasting too often, you could be tapping into that muscle mass to call on for extra added energy that your body needs. And especially if you're lifting in a fasted state. I talked about this. I preach non-doing intermittent fasting and having a meal before your workout, because again, like I said, your muscle is active tissue. It constantly needs food, which is energy, to sustain it, to maintain it, to build it. So that's how I feel about fasting.
Hold the dumbbells like you would hold a hammer. While holding the non-performing arm stationary, curl the performing arm upward and towards your chest. Lower and repeat with opposite arm, alternating non-stop.
Those triceps are killer.
Oh, we are moving.
We're not quite done then. We'll pop in some triceps at the end, right, Madeline?
Yeah, so I know that's going to be killer. But for now, we switch to biceps.
Yes, let's start killing our biceps now. Ouch. Yeah, guys, how you guys feeling so far? Let us know. Dee Dee, how you feeling? Jill, how you feeling? Jen, how you feeling? Lisa, how you feeling?
Where's our babes at?
Debbie, how you feeling? All right, guys, Madeline, take it away for this next superset.
All right, guys, we have static hold, single arm static hold bicep curls.
should be facing towards your hips. Hold the dumbbells like you are holding a hammer. While performing the movement, keep the upper arm stationary and curl the weights upward and inward towards your chest. Your forearm and biceps should touch. Remember, the upper arms should always remain stationary next to your torso and only the forearms should move.
Your heart is still a muscle, but you don't need to do rigorous amounts of cardio. Steady state is a beautiful thing to recover your entire body without killing yourself. Woo! All right.
Last superset, guys. Last one. This
Take it
is
away. Take it
yeah.
away. Take it away.
Because you want everyone to hate me. This is gonna be tough. I'm scared for myself. So last superset, guys. So give it your all. We have pronated curls. So we're turning out our
Their decisions cause their death. Obesity, steroid use, drug addiction, cardiac arrests, anything that you can think of that leads to death because they weren't treating their body right. A takeaway is to treat your body like a temple, you guys. It's free. It's free. And the only one that we have while we're living human beings.
Three workout myths and their truth. Myth number one, lifting weights will make women bulky. The truth, women have much lower testosterone levels than men do, which makes it much harder for them to bulk up. So unless you take in the roids, ladies, you ain't gonna get as big as the boys. Myth number two, doing lots of crunches will give you a six-pack. The truth, spot reduction is a myth. You can't target fat loss in specific areas of your body. Building visible abs requires a combination of strength training and lowering your body fat percentage and eating right nutrition. Abs are made in the kitchen. Myth number three, sweat is a good indicator of how hard you're working out. The truth, sweat is just your body's way of cooling itself down. Some people sweat more than others regardless of how hard they're working out.
When performing the high cable curls exercise, position yourself in the middle of both sides of the cables and place your palms facing towards the ceiling to grab each handle. Your arms should be fully extended and parallel to the floor, with your feet positioned shoulder-width apart from each other. Slowly squeeze the biceps on each side until your forearms and biceps touch. Then move your forearms back to the starting position and repeat.
What you once did when you were 20 is not going to work now that you're 60. Your body has changed, your metabolism has changed, your lifestyle has changed. So when you're 50, 60 years old, less is more. That's gonna be a mind-blowing answer for a lot of you guys, because you're like, oh, I wanna do like 5, 6, 7 days of training per week. But if you're doing that, you're actually doing disservice to the results that you wanna see. Once you put less stress on the body, you're gonna double the chances of seeing the results that you want to see. Both a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, they weigh the same, but muscle takes up significantly less space. If you were to put 5 pounds of fat next to 5 pounds of muscle, fat takes up significantly more space and volume than dense, lean muscle does. This is how it is possible if you have more muscle mass on your body to weigh more than you previously ever have, yet look completely different body composition wise. Right now, it does not matter how successful or unsuccessful you are. Great, you hit all your workouts planned this week. You messed up on macros today. What matters is if your habits are putting you on the path of success. Are you consistently hitting your workouts every month? Even if you messed up with macros, do you wake up and try to do better the next day? If you're just focusing on the number on the scale, you are missing the big picture when it comes to changing your body composition and building muscle. When you guys put muscle on your body, it's gonna weigh something. Your muscle is active tissue. What active tissue needs is it needs energy to keep functioning and working and growing and building. If you're not giving this active tissue energy, where energy comes from nutrition, then it's not going to do the whole process that it needs to do. Break it down, build it. What's going to happen here is your body is going to go inward. It's going to look for that energy. And the first spot that it's going to go and look for it is in your muscle stores. So it's going to tap into it, take the energy from the muscle, give you that energy to perform your workout. And if you just understood that entire process, it is completely counterproductive to the whole building up of the muscle that you want to have, which is ultimately going to change your body composition. At the same time, it's ultimately going to get you toned. We often dismiss small changes that we do day by day because they don't seem to matter so much in the moment. If you go to the gym 3 days in a row, you're still out of shape. If you track macros for 1 month, you may still look the same. We make a few changes, results never seem to come quickly. We slide back into our previous routine. It's not working after 1 to 2 weeks. It. A very small shift in that direction, letting bad habits sink back in, can lead to a very meaningful change in your destination. And most importantly, a delayed or totally elongated change in the time that you reach your end results.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The evolution of females, it's getting a little fucking scary. I walk into the gym, it's a majority females. And let me tell you something, they're not sitting on machines and looking pretty anymore. No, they're busting their ass. Their core is getting stronger. Their fucking squat is getting heavier. Their fucking deadlift is getting heavier. Let me tell you something, they're fucking taking over. If I get in a fight at a bar, I have to worry if he has a girlfriend. I'm not worried about the dude. I'm worried about the girl picking me up, slamming me on my head.
When performing the incline dumbbell curls exercise, sit at an incline bench with your back and head resting against it. The dumbbell should be in your hands at arm's length, palms facing outward. Now, keeping your upper arms stationary and only moving your forearms, squeeze your biceps while curling the weight to where your forearms and biceps touch. Slowly lower the weight back to starting position and repeat.